All right, just going to do a quick audio check here. All right, just we got about 3 minutes until we until we pass 3 o'clock here. You can see we've put in a new low there already. So it looks like what we're going to be looking for is a market structure shift to the upside for a potential long entry. Looks like we're going to come down and retest these lows. ES is moving back down to the low of the day as well. Got about 1 minute here until 3 a.m. Then we'll be looking for a setup. All right, 3 a.m. Swept the lows there. ES bouncing off the bottom. Nasdaq trying to do the same here. Let's just be patient, wait for our setup. ES pushing above the 20 SMA there on the 3-minute chart. So again, what we're looking for is a market structure shift to the upside. Possibly break that 48 level. Would be nice. So just waiting here, nothing left to do. Just be patient. Wait for what we're looking for. Nasdaq making new lows. ES has yet to make a new low. ES holding the bottom there. Nasdaq trying to bounce off the bottom, off the lows there. If you're unfamiliar, we got the 3-minute chart on the left and the 1-minute chart on the right. And my top step account on the left and the Apex account on the right. ES testing the lows here. Possible double bottom. ES failed to make a new low. Bouncing off there. Good morning, J.O. and Denny Williams. So the ES is trying to push up here. Nasdaq is lagging a little bit behind. Oh, don't quite know what happened there. Everything kind of went crazy there for a second. Like my internet blipped off or something. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. Are we still alive? Let me check. Yeah, looks like we're still alive. I don't know what happened there. Internet went crazy there for a second. I am at a hotel, so. Alright, kind of getting a shift to the upside here. There, let's pay attention here, see what we get. I'd like to see this swing high broke at 40 and potentially trade through this 46, 47 area would be nice. Looking, watching the 2-minute chart. Yeah, just messed up my charts. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Again, if this trades up through the 41, technically that's a shift. So, not any. These are the combine accounts. I'm not trading the funded account yet. The ES is broken out there. We have a shift in structure on the ES. So that's nice. See if this candle prints here. We'll be looking for an entry. I'd like to get some confirmation on the 3-minute chart as well. We can. Oh man, come on. What does this thing do? It's messing everything up. So we're going to take 3 contracts here on the ES, or on the Apex, and 2 contracts on. Really would like for confirmation on the 1-minute chart here. I would like for that to break the 46 before it comes back and tags me in, but we'll be a bit aggressive here. I mean, technically it's a structure shift on the 1-minute chart and on the 2-minute chart. Let's get my stops in here, just in case we're tagged in. Stop will be at 28.75.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, we're tagged in there. Just going to be targeting really just 10 handles here. See if we're on the right side of it here. And we only got the structure shift on the 1 minute chart and the 2 minute chart, so it could be early. The ES did leave those equal lows there, so I don't really like that all that much. I don't really like that it's already kind of traded through the gap there.
Order filled.
Let me go ahead and take it off.
Order filled.
Save a little bit of money there because looks like it's coming back for the lows again. It's not the way you want to start the day off, but didn't really get the confirmation on the 3 minute chart that I wanted, but didn't want it to go without me either. So it's all right. And I'm breaking my rule there because rule is if you got the stop in, you just leave it because it could bounce out of here. That wouldn't feel great. I'm gonna give myself 2 opportunities at it this morning. If we don't hit it on this next entry, then it would just be a failure. You can see we really, technically it's a structure shift on the 3 minute. Really wanted to see it take out this high. Didn't happen. On the 1 minute, we took out that little swing high there. So we did have a shift in structure on the 1 minute. And the 2 minute, we took out one swing high. I like to have a little more confirmation usually. Usually like to have 2 swing highs taken out. So we're just a little early to the party there. It's not the end of the world. ES is approaching the lows again here. See if it takes those lows out or if it bounces out of there again. So you can see there, I would have got stopped out on that trade anyway. So saved a little bit of money, but just a little early to the party there. Guess it happens. The key is to kind of keep the losses small enough to where one trade still gets you in profit. So that's what we're looking at here. ES is kind of triple bottomed here and has not taken that low again. I would expect it to take that low before it kind of potentially moves higher. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribed if you're not yet subscribed. Helps the channel. I appreciate it. And if you're interested in trading futures, I have the coupon code there in the banner for 90% off Apex. Helps me out as well. Still looking for longs here. I just feel like since we've sold off since midnight, well, not since midnight, really since 1. Moved up at 1, made a new high. Just kind of been selling off ever since. So usually when that happens, we get some sort of retracement here in London. We're not looking to take a huge chunk out of the market this morning, maybe 10 to 20 handles. We'd be on our way. ES still has not taken that low. It's tested it 3 times now. So it's pretty good feeling that we're going to bounce out of here. I almost honestly want to take an entry once we bounce out of there, but I'm going to wait till we get a little more confirmation. So the ES did not take the low again, so it's going to be a triple bottom there. Still hanging out at the low though, it could still take it. Could still take it here. It is at the low again. Just kind of watching it, seeing if it's going to take that liquidity there. All right, it finally did. Took that liquidity, swept the low. See if we can't start to get a push back up here. Bouncing out of there strong. Like I said, I really want to push the button here just to take this long. But let's give it a little time. Get some confirmation. ES is pushing up here Made a new low at 16. It's back up to 1850. Getting a nice push up. Really want to get some confirmation to the upside here. Want to see that swing high at 44 broken. Potentially even that one at 47. Leave us some sort of PD array to enter along there. ES pushed up to the 1875, kind of still trying to go here. Get that ES up above 20, I believe we start to move up pretty quickly at that point. If you guys are new here, we're kind of looking for the ICT silver bullet. Like I said, took a trade earlier. This kind of moved up. It broke this swing high here. Left a fair value gap in an order in a volume imbalance here. So I got long at the volume imbalance, and actually, you know what? Kind of looking at this, I mean, a very small gap, I guess. I probably could have waited for an actual fair value gap to form. I mean, it's a very small one there, but took a loss on that one. So we'll give ourselves one more opportunity here. Really like for it to break this swing high here, potentially even this one. Kind of give me confirmation and then trade back down. Be nice. I mean, you could say, okay, they broke this swing high right and left this small gap, but I would like a little more confirmation than that. Like for at least to break this one to make me feel better about it. ES is trying to break the swing high there. Like I said, get the ES above 20 here. I think this starts to go in the right direction. Gotta see what happens. Let's see here. Like I said, kind of trading back into that gap on the 1 minute chart, but just not enough confirmation for me to take that just yet. That would be kind of a similar entry to what I took earlier, but it failed. So be a little more patient on this one. ES failed to break that swing high. Just going to be patient. Wait for the setup to form that we like. I mean, we do have a fair value gap on the 2-minute chart. We broke one swing high there, but just don't know how much I trust that. We could reduce size and take an entry there, but and that's exactly why we didn't take that entry, because not a true shift in structure yet, in my opinion. Just being patient here, guys. Just waiting for our setup. I mean, I guess you could say that this had a shift in structure to the downside. Retrace back up. Now it's kind of selling off, but like I said, my idea here is mainly looking for longs. It's just based on, type of trades I'm used to taking when I have this sort of setup. But of course, here on the 3-minute chart, we did have a shift to the downside and traded back up into a volume imbalance. Now it's selling off, so it could have been an entry there. But I don't know. Just still feel like we're going to shift back to the upside here. Yes, made a new low there as well. Just being patient here. See what happens. We have a pivot there at the 123 on the NQ. Kind of traded back into that pivot. Just kind of being patient here, seeing what happens. guess this thing could just continue to sell here. I would expect to bounce at some point, though. Thinking about trying kind of a risky long here, just with a reduced size. Might put my stop at break even pretty quickly here if we do that.
Order filled. Order filled.
Comes down and makes a new low, obviously, then we're just wrong at that point. Wait a second. Put a buy order there. It needs to be a sell. What's wrong with me? Yeah, that might have been kind of dumb. Probably gonna stop us out here. Well, if it's gonna go, kind of needs to go now.
Order filled.
I'm just gonna take that off there. I'll just move this one up.
Stop filled.
Okay, well, that's what happens when you try to guess, right? I mean, are we just gonna continue to sell tonight? Is that what it is? Well, like I said, I want to keep the losses small. So at this point, $400, 487, 413, not that big a deal. I do want to make the Next entry makes sense. Probably, I don't know, kind of got me second guessing myself over here because of the this setup kind of on the 3-minute chart. Now that we're kind of looking back at it, did shift to the downside and then kind of trade back up into that volume imbalance there and then sold off pretty hard. But I don't know, still think we're gonna still just feel like longs is to play. So let's just be patient here and see what happens. All it takes is one trade. Yeah, I knew that long there was going to be kind of risky. But the thing about it is, taking a short here doesn't make much sense either because, we already sold off 20, whatever it is, 25 points. So, let's just wait and see if we get this set up. Still kind of think we're going to shift back to the upside. Like to see it take that 40 level out and then leave us some sort of entry there. Just kind of see what we get here. Funny thing is, I usually say, said it before, that we usually don't get that silver bullet set up until about 40 after the hour for whatever reason. Is when we usually see that shift in structure. We're kind of approaching that time now, so we don't get it soon, and might have just been that short that we missed there. But let's just see what happens. If you're new here, got my Top Step account on the left here. Got the Apex account on the right. We're down. We took 2 trades. Second trade kind of a little bit risky there. Just kind of feeling like we were at the bottom. And that first trade just only got the shift in structure on the 1-minute chart. Took the entry anyway. Typically like to see the shift in structure on the 1-minute and the 3-minute. But we took it. It was a loser. That's okay. It happens. You're not going to win all the trades. The key is trying to keep your trade, your losers small enough to where just one trade kind of gets you back in the green. So that's what we're doing here. So I'd like to see this trade back up into that 40 level. Really 45 would be nice. Break 3 swing highs on the 1-minute. And 1 swing high there on the 3-minute, possibly even 2. ES pushing off the bottom nicely there. Bottom out at 14.50. We've got this big fair value gap now that we're going to have to trade through before I really feel comfortable. I'd like for us to break this swing high here at worst, at least. Really, maybe even this swing high. Leave us an entry. We can probably take an entry up into the VWAP there. Target even that 61, whatever that is, where that other swing high is there. $64 possibly. Could just trade back up in this bearish value gap just to move lower. Just kind of waiting here to see what happens. Coming up on 345 here. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you guys that this has got me kind of questioning whether I should just be looking for a short. But I don't know. My intuition just tells me this is going to move back up. It's typically what happens, but you don't always, doesn't always get what you think, right? So let's just see. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button for me, subscribe. I do trade live in the London session 5 days a week. I also trade the New York session, but I'm currently on vacation, so I'm not trading the New York session live. But I will be back to trading that on July 5th, I believe, when I return from vacation. We will still trade the London session. So currently in the Top Step Combine Step 2 and the Apex. I've got one account funded with Apex, but I've not yet traded that account yet. I'm waiting for my return from vacation so that I can have my proper setup to be a little more comfortable. And then I'm working on 2 other Apex accounts here, trying to see if I can't get those funded before I get back from vacation. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Joe, we're on a road trip. It's just kind of a boys' trip. It's me and 3 of the boys. They're 14, 13, and 12. We're from Georgia. First stop was in Nashville. And we followed that up by going to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Then we went to Indy. And now we are currently in Chicago. We're going to go to a Cubs game tomorrow. Then we're going to make our way over to Cleveland, I think on Saturday. And then we come back home on the 4th. We're going to take in a Cleveland game. Cleveland Guardians play the Braves on Saturday. So one of the boys he's a Guardians fan. He loves all Cleveland sports, and of course the other one is a Braves fan. So that's what we're doing. All right, so we're starting to get this move up here. I really want to see this pierce that 38 level before we think about taking an entry long here. We were just too early to the party on that bounce off the bottom there. Got long there at around the 25. Guess I should have waited for that one more sweep of the low. That's why we don't typically guess. But I figured, I was watching the ES move up there, hold the bottom. So we should get the sweep of the 40 here. Like to see this candle close, leaving a gap there on the 3-minute chart. We'll take an entry at that point if it does, if we can sweep this 38 level first. We might even take it even if we don't sweep it, but technically it is a shift in structure, but I rather would have confirmation sweeping this 38 would make me feel a little better about it. So I'd like to get a little push up here. We're right there at it, right at 35. Just need to get a little more push. ES is pushing up here. It's back up to 1850. Just kind of stalling out here at the 35. Well, if this closes here, the question is, do we take the long? Not so sure. Not so sure. Let's see here. You can see the candle closed there, but I don't know. This is going to be a tough. Do we take the long here? Technically, we did break this swing high here, but I really wanted to see that one broken for a little extra confirmation. That is the question. Also have that volume imbalance there on the 1-minute chart. Just kind of watching here. I certainly like this bounce off the bottom, but like I said, I really wanted it to break this 38 level to kind of get a true shift in structure there. So we'll go ahead and we'll try it. Let's see here.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, tagged in there. If this, this potentially could just turn right back down. It's not really broken this 3-minute fair value gap yet. So it could potentially just turn back down on us. So we'll see. Mm, 22.50. Let's get our stops in here. Oh, now my chart's all messed up. I'm not even on the 1-minute chart. What is going on here? Like I said, I really want to see this push through that 38 level pretty quickly there. ES got above the 20 SMA, kind of holding there. This will be our last trade. We don't win or lose. We will be done. Yeah, I may just target 10 handles on this first kind of contract. We get this push through here on the first contract, we'll move to break even at that point. Want to see it get through there with some strength. Yes, trying to push up here as well. Made it up to the 1850, 1875. Want to see the ES push through that 20 level strong there. We can get going here. Again, like to see that trade through that 40 level pretty quickly here. Gotta be patient with it, give it a little time. Yes, pulling back into the fair value gap now. Should see it bounce out of there now at this point. Possibly get up above that 44.20 level and take the NQ with it here. This will be our last trade of the night or the morning. Win or lose. We trade through the 40, we'll go to break even with the remaining contracts. If we trade through the 40. Kind of approaching the top of the hour here. Like to see a little push up here. Get the ES going. It still has yet to kind of bounce out of that fair value gap. Let's see if we can't get this push up here at the top of the hour if we can't get going. Not really in love with the way the ES is looking right now. Need to get going. All right, I think we're gonna get this pushed through now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to break even. Should get this pushed through. Come on, don't tease it. Just get on through there.
Order filled. Order filled.
Here we go. And now we will lock in 10 handles right there. Let's see if we can get a push up.
Stop filled.
Stopped out there on that one. I'm okay with that.
Stop filled.
Oh, what happened?
Order filled.
I don't know what happened there. I'm not used to. I don't know if you guys see what that happened there. I hate that. So I'm using the group trader on Apex or Tradeovate, and I forgot when you move up, when you put your all three stops. I was using 3 contracts. When you put all three stops at the same number, when you move one stop up, it moves all 3. I completely forgot about that. At any rate, that's going to do it for me. It kind of sucks that we dug that hole, before we took this trade, but there's going to be nights like that, days like that. But at the end of the day, we're up 76 on 2 accounts over here. So I do have the trade copier on. So 76 on that account, 76 on this account. And we're down 22 over here. So I'm going to end the morning session up $130. Not quite what we envisioned, but green is green, right? So you kind of have to look at it. So I feel like I mismanaged this trade a little bit. I probably should have just moved my stop to break even and left it there because I feel like we're going to trade at least into the VWAP. That's probably what will happen. But anytime you can take 20 points out of the market, you got to feel okay about it, right? So 20 points on 3 contracts over here. Well, almost 20. And like I said, I feel like this is at least going to trade to the 50, potentially up even to the 65. But that's all right. Feels a little bad, but green is green. Well, I'll probably look to take a trade in the New York session this morning, since we don't have a whole lot of profit to speak of. And but I won't be streaming that. Guys, if you're interested in trading futures, I do have a 90% off code there in the description and in my banner for Apex. That's good through July 6th. You can get a 50K account for $17, which is super cheap. So I encourage you, if you're planning on signing up for a Combine account, go ahead and do that. Use the code if you feel like it. Save a little money. Yeah, see, this is definitely going to take this liquidity here. I feel a little bad that we moved the stop up too quick there, but it's one of my problems is kind of trading my P&L and not trading the setup, right? Because you see where I had my targets. I had my target just below the VWAP here, and quite confident that we'll get that. But move the target up, just thinking, oh, let's just get even on the day at least. And that's not how I should be trading. So at this point, we left a good 10 points on the table there. With that runner, it's an extra $200. So, but anyways, we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching.